Page 42, Lavender's Blue. They are introducing the bands, the bars, whatever you want to call them. The bar is really a measure line, a bar line. Sometimes we call them bars when they're connecting eighth notes or 16th notes or other notes. When you have a single eighth note, it's a little flag, right? You see that, okay? But when you have two of them together, they connect the two eighth notes with this bar that goes across. Well, it's common to use the bar according to the beats and so forth. In Lavender's Blue, it's a 3/4 time. If you look there on the left hand there, when it comes in, those 4 eighth notes, okay, they have one bar for all 4 of them, and that's okay. They would not do a bar probably for 3 of them. Maybe they would, I doubt it. Generally, they'll do it according to the beat. Now, they could also have had 2 eighth notes barred together and another 2 eighth notes barred together, but, separated. That's okay too, because that's according to the beat. But here, they're barring all 4 of them together. Now, if they had 6 eighth notes, in the measure, it's like they were all eighth notes, they would bar all 6 of them together. They could do that too if they wanted to. So the bars generally follow the beat, but here you see they've combined 2 beats together. It's fun. And that's really all it is. It's still an eighth note. It doesn't affect how you play it. It doesn't affect how you count it. It's still an eighth note. They're also talking about melody and accompaniment. Now, I've been talking about melody for a while. I bring out the melody. It's where you play the melody louder than everything else. And I call everything else, for now, accompaniment. Because you can have counter melodies and that junk. We don't worry about that. You got melody and then you got all the rest of it. So the melody comes out and then all the rest of it's underneath. Well, when they give you a dynamic level, like at the beginning it's loud, that applies to the melody. So you play that loud and then the accompaniment, in here the left hand, less than loud. At the beginning of this, they say loud, that's the melody is loud. And the melody goes all the way across, the upper staff is all melody, but those 4 eighth notes in the second measure are melody also. So they're going to be loud just like the melody, okay? The trick is to try and make it sound like one hand played the whole thing. You don't want to be able to tell that 2 different hands are playing it. Now when you get over to the 4th measure on the first line, where you have a dotted half note in the right hand, and you have those 2 notes, and they put in a piano for you. They don't have to do that. They're just helping you out. They're telling you, play the accompaniment soft. Right? And those 2 chords are accompaniment. So that's what you get the same thing on the last line. You'll see the 2 chords, that's accompaniment. On the second line, 3rd measure, the dotted half note in the left hand, that's melody. And the accompaniment of the 2 chords in the right hand. Right? And then in the next measure, the right hand gets the melody again. So you have to be ready for all this junk to bring it out. Usually all you get is 1 dynamic, and that's for the melody, and it's up to you to know to play the accompaniment under it. How much under it? I don't know and I don't care. Just play it under it, okay? We want to hear the melody. Bring out the melody. I'll say it over and over and over again, because it is important. Let's try this out. 3/4 time, it's in the key of G major. It's got 1 sharp, so all the F's are going to be F sharp, automatic, all right? Right. Now keep in mind in the 3rd measure of the second line, in the right hand, when you have the D, that is an F sharp, not an F natural, because we have a sharp in the key signature. Don't play an F natural. They're pointing out 1 fingering change there at the end. They're at the bottom there. They want you to put the 4th finger on the F sharp and 3rd finger on G, because you're in this position the whole time, and that would put the 5th finger on the F sharp. And frankly, there's nothing wrong with that. You can use 5th finger on it and stay where you are if you want. But it's more common to go ahead and use the 4th finger on it. So I would suggest you do both. One time play it one way and another time use the other fingering. Putting the little finger on it is a little more awkward, but piano playing can be awkward sometimes, so deal with it, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, let's try this out. Right hand here, left hand. Okay, 3 counts. 1, ready, go. Off. Let's do the duet. You play that part and I'll do the duet. Give you 3 counts and let's do it together. 1, ready, go.